Stephen Curry was absolutely unreal in San Antonio on November 12, 2025, performance that didn't just remind fans why he's the greatest shooter ever, it reminded them why Ray is one of the most dangerous offensive weapons the NBA has ever seen. From the opening tip, it was clear that something was different. Curry had that familiar bounce in his step, that locked-in body language, that look in his eyes that every defender fears, the look that means he is about to catch fire. And when Stephen Curry catches fire, the entire arena becomes his stage. The Spurs tried everything, early switching, blitzing, trapping, even going zone, but nothing worked. Curry was reading the floor like a chess master, and every move he made felt one step ahead of the defense. The moment he crossed half court, you could feel the tension. Fans leaned forward, defenders panicked, teammates knew exactly what to do. Give him space, and he let the magician work. The first bucket came off a smooth high screen. Curry danced into a step-back three that barely touched the net. The second came off a transition pull-up from 29 feet, a shot only he would dare take and the only he could make look routine. Then came the deep one, the logo range bomb. The kind of shot that makes coaches put their hands on their heads and the defenders question their life choices. 3 shots, 3 swishes, and he just liked it. You could feel the temperature in the arena nice. But it wasn't just the shooting, it was the way Curry controlled the game. His gravity was pulling defenders so far out of their comfort zones that the floor opened like an ocean. When the Spurs sent 2 defenders, Curry slipped a bounce pass to the cutter. When they sagged off screens, he curled and he fired. When they tried switching bigs onto him, he shattered ankles with that tight, lightning-fast handle. At one point, the Spurs threw a box and he won at him. Yes, the same scheme teams used a decade ago trying to slow him down. Curry just smiled, casually relocated, and he drilled another triple. Every time he hit a shot, the crowd reaction grew louder. Even Spurs fans couldn't help it. That's the thing about Curry. When he's hot, you stop being a fan of your team and you start being a fan of the moment. Midway through the second quarter, the Warriors started building momentum. Curry's off-ball movement was a masterclass. He ran defenders into screens, chewed through traffic with surgical precision, and he constantly changed pace. His stamina has always been his secret weapon, and tonight it was on full display. One possession summed it all up perfectly. Curry ran through 3 screens, lost his defender, caught the ball in the corner, pump faked, sidestepped, and he launched a high-arcing shot that felt like it touched the ceiling. The ball floated forever and he dropped straight through the net. The camera zoomed in on Curry as he backpedaled. He didn't celebrate. He didn't scream. He just nodded, a silent signal that he knew what everyone else was realizing. He was in one of those zones again. By the third quarter, the Spurs were throwing everything at him. Bigs hedged higher, guards chased harder, help defenders shaded toward him, but Curry made them pay every single time. He hit a ridiculous off-balance 3 with a hand directly in his face. Then came a step back into a mid-range jumper. Yes, he can do that too. Then a no-look dime to a cutting teammate. Then a vintage high-glass layup, slipping between 2 defenders like water through cracks. Curry wasn't just scoring, he was conducting. The Warriors' entire offense flowed through him. His ball handling, vision, and decision-making were elite, and the Spurs had no more answers. And the best part, he was doing it all with joy. The smile was back, the swagger was back, the confidence was overflowing. Late in the fourth, the Spurs mounted a small run, but Curry shut it down instantly. He hit back-to-back threes from way beyond the ARC, turning that into a highlight reel. Those shots didn't just kill the run, they sucked the life out of the defense. By the final buzzer, Curry had delivered yet another masterpiece. A performance filled with deep threes, crafty finishes, elite playmaking, and pure basketball poetry. On November 12, 2025, Stephen Curry didn't just play in San Antonio, he owned San Antonio. A night fans will replay for years. A night that proves he's still a generational superstar. A night that shows why the game will never see another Stephen Curry.